Yeah, it's
Yes.
visible now. Yeah, it's visible now. So see, what I was trying to explain is the significance of .git ignore, right? The one way of creating it is nano.git ignore, and now if you want to modify it, you can again use nano.git ignore, or you can go to the folder structure and double click on .git ignore. Can you do that? Yeah, open it as a text file, and it will be open as a text file, as simple as that. And just modify it. Just add what was there? Command line. What are the other files which were there?
Uh,
Yeah,
Chrome
chrome
driver, Gecko
driver.exe,
driver.
gecko driver dot add dot exe as well. Add the extension. Yeah, and chrome driver.exe. Save it. Saved, right? Okay. Now if you go to your command line again and type git status, you will not see those files. Okay. Now there's one more junk file which is debug.log. We don't want that as well. Can you go to git ignore and add that debug.log? Right. Save it. Git status. Marvelous. Okay. Now this is what we need to do. That is, we want Git to ignore these files. No matter what changes are there, Git will always will be ignoring these files. That means it will not even show it. Okay. So this is the advantage of having a git ignore file. Now you can simply do, what you can do is you can write git add dot, and the moment you write git add dot, it will add whatever is in red color. No, space add. Yeah, add. No, that was fine. Git add space dot. Yeah, enter. Now you do a git status. Now everything is in green, right? Why these many files? Because there it was only src folder, and since you have added the whole src folder, all the files inside it are added. Okay, so this is how basically you right. So you're now what next is you need to do a git commit, and then you need to do a git push. Only then they will be displayed. So git adding src and all those things. Yeah, added codes. Okay. Then you write git push origin master. Now you refresh, and you will see everything here now. Okay, Manish. So now you have synced your local project with the GitHub repository. So it is as simple as that. Was it a tough thing to do? No, right?
No. Yeah.
So, but you have to make this as a habit and a practice, not you specifically, but everyone. Whenever you write code, it has to be in a proper Git controlled version system or a version control system, and mostly you should be using Git for that. Okay, guys. So everyone has to do it. So next time, let's say Manish, you add a new class. You do the same process: git add, git commit, git
Yeah.
push. Git add, git commit, git push.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So good that we had another refresher on Git, because I see even people practice the Git, they still don't use it, and I want to stop that practice. You should not do that. As soon as you write a piece of code, even once the moment you create a project, you should immediately map it to the GitHub repository, corresponding GitHub repository. Okay. Manish, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Manish?
So there was a lag. Yeah. I can hear now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next is Manish. You were asking something about the Maven, right?
Maven command line. Yeah.
Okay. So what is your trouble?
Now, how to execute? I mean, where is that Maven command line? I mean,
Okay. So first of all, do you have Maven installed on your system?
yes, yes, I do. I
Right.
do.
Can you, if you write okay, so then it's pretty simple. If you maybe you can do it in the bash as well, or the command line. It's up to you.
Okay.
Okay. So best way, the best. Okay. Yeah, do it. Okay. You write mvn version.
Version.
Yeah. So you have to put a slash sorry, a hyphen before version. No, before. Enter. Right. So you have Maven installed. Now what you do is
Yeah.
you go to the folder structure. You go to the folder structure.
This one.
Right. Right. Open the CMD folder here. CMD command. Yeah. Enter. Yeah. Now you write
Yeah.
Maven mvn clean install. Enter. Right. So this will actually start executing your Maven project. It will look for a POM file to be there and it will start executing the Maven project. Now you see a build
Okay.
success, but you don't see anything executing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So you have nothing. You have don't have anything executing. This is the reason behind this is that you see a line Maven Surefire hyphen plugin, right? So this is the
Yeah.
plugin in Maven, guys. This is the plugin which is responsible for running your test cases. So Maven is structured into lot of plugins, different plugins executing at different phases. Now this might be confusing. What are phases? What are plugins? Don't be too worried about it as of now. We'll talk about it later. But the be for now focus on this Maven Surefire plugin. So this plugin is actually resides within the Maven library. And when you run the command Maven clean test or Maven clean install, all those commands, this Surefire plugin gets automatically triggered at test phase, okay, and it will start executing the test cases, right? But the idea here is Surefire has a condition for it to identify a method as tests. मतलब उसको पता होना चाहिए कि ये टेस्ट केस है. तो श्योरफायर कैसे खुद से पता करेगा टेस्ट केस है? अपने आप नहीं पता करेगा. यू हैव टू डू समथिंग फॉर इट. So what is that something? That is what I'm going to talk about. So if you go to the Eclipse, go to your Eclipse, right here, if you open your test cases, any test case, if you open test case, open the test case, you have written @test on top of search, right? So that means you that means you are mentioning that this method is a test method, right? So Surefire will identify it, but there is another condition for Surefire, which is you need to either mention it in the POM file, because Surefire is not able to identify the test case files or Java files. So by default, Surefire looks into the class files which has a name as run test. Okay, or it has test in it basically. So if you have, let's say you are in the test case one, right? So if you can rename test case one, right click in, and test case one,
Ah,
right click,
okay.
rename it as
Uh, where is the option of
go
renaming?
to refactor, refactor,
Okay.
rename, and give it a name as run test one, maybe run test one, r caps, t caps, naming convention. I just told you.
Yeah.
Okay, then finish. Okay, now let's see what happens if you go to the command line again and try to run it. Yeah,
Uh,
the press up arrow,
Again, can
press
you?
up arrow. Yeah, enter. Let's see if it executes now. No, it didn't do it. Okay. Can you go to the POM file? Can you show me the POM file?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we have here? Can you scroll back down? Okay, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, why do you have these two Selenium dependencies? You need only one, right?
Oh, yeah. It's repeating, I guess.
Yeah, so just remove one first. No, remove the line 26, line, yeah, okay. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
deleted.
much?
Yeah, deleted. Control A, press Control A, press Control I.
Yes.
Right. Now you have you have dependencies. Save it. Save the POM file.
So it is saved, right? Or I
No,
need
no, it
to
is
click
not.
on
You have
something.
to say Control S. Simple Control S.
This okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait.
Now, do I need to update this project?
Yeah. Do a right click and update.
Okay, it's done.
It's done, right? Okay. Now next thing to do is can you try the command again? I think it was supposed to be working. If you do a run test, it takes it. If not, then maybe I am missing something. 1 minute.
Run enter.
Yeah, yeah. So now it should run it on Chrome. That's the idea. Oh, sorry, Firefox, because you have given
Firefox.
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 Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is trying to run it. Yes. See, guys. Okay, so it's running now, Manish, right? So that is
Yeah.
how
So this.
you run Maven. You run test pack on Maven. This is how you configure the browser. So, guys, what we are trying to do here now is to revise and rehearse and revisit JUnit framework, which I expect everyone to complete. The primary reason behind this is we are going to jump onto the Cucumber based framework now. Okay, this framework is JUnit based framework is not widely used across industry. Usually people use Cucumber based or TestNG based, right? But this framework, what I have been teaching you, is a fundamental, uh, foundational framework, which if you complete and if you make, it will be very easy for you to understand Cucumber as well as TestNG. Okay, so I want everyone to complete at least the stage which I have actually explained you guys. Still, I think if you can open the browser, guys. Sorry, Manish, if you can open the browser and go to the Vision IT page. Yeah, uh, that one. I think it's already open.
This one or
No, no, Vision
okay.
IT. Click on
This one.
Vision IT and click on JUnit. Scroll. Yeah, go to JUnit.
This one.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So till what step I have explained? See, scroll down. Yeah, branch 1, then branch 2. I think till branch 5 I've explained how to go about this. Branch 3, branch 4, and branch 5 run from Maven command line, isn't it? And I've also done branch 6, but I have not published it yet. But I want everyone to be at this stage by branch 5. So this clears a lot of fundamentals on framework, Maven, and some Selenium code, right? All those things. Okay. Okay. All right. 1 minute. Yes,
Okay,
Stephen,
so
I can see your
basically,
screen. Okay.
okay, so basically, I have just created two classes. One is the main class, which is base class, which is extended by my test cases class. Okay,
Hmm.
so here are two test cases. First one is just check the URL of the browser, if it's Amazon.com, and second one is find the text box and pass a text to it, and then verify if it's open properly on the result page. So these are the two test cases, and this is the tear down method.
Okay.
So
Wait,
in
wait,
base
wait.
class, yeah.
Base URL
So in
public. Okay. First
okay,
of all, why did you
web
made the WebDriver as static? What is the need of making a line number 11 public static web
Yeah.
driver w driver?
Okay. So actually, what I've done is I have just assigned null to this WebDriver currently. So, for example, let's say I have three to four classes. Uh, I mean, 10 test cases each to be executed. So, I'll just extend this base class, and there will be no need to launch a browser again and again for new test case. So basically, what
Okay,
I've done
that
is,
I understand. So, but what is static doing here? If I remove the static, it will not still work,
yeah, it will work.
right? So, you just added it because you have seen somewhere this being added. That's the reason, is it?
Mm, yes, we can
And
say that, but I was
yeah, and secondly, why it is public,
by default, sorry, by default it's public.
right? It's always better. Again, a lesson learned here. Okay, if you
Mhm.
have a base class, right, by default, try to make it protected and not
Okay,
public.
okay,
Secondly, static should be avoided at any cost.
okay.
Don't make something static because you have seen it, or it is easy to use, right? Static is a killer in a framework. If you
Mhm.
make something static,
Okay.
you will start using it, and then it is very difficult to go back. Static is a time bomb basically,
Mhm.
right? So
Okay.
there is a very different use cases on why you should be using static. But if you're not very sure on why you should be using it, don't use it. Don't use it just
Mhm.
for the sake of using it because you have seen it somewhere, or because you find it easy to use. These are not the use cases of static keyword. Okay,
Okay.
all right, and then everything should be protected. Okay, base url
Okay.
and all those things. Second, again here,
Okay.
the same feedback which I gave Manish, that is,
Mhm.
indentation. Your indentation is not good, because I'm finding it hard to read. You see line number
Okay.
26 and line number 28. It is
Yes.
difficult for me to see what's happening there. If and switch, they are all in the same line, same column.
Okay.
So select
Mhm.
control, do a control A straight away, do a control A
Okay.
and control I.
I,
Okay, so
okay.
now it is readable, right? I can see, okay, if, and then behind this, beneath this, we have switch. Right, okay, that's fair enough. Then you have, right, and then try to stick with the same kind of naming convention. Either you do underscore for your variables, or you do a
Mhm.
camel casing. Right now you have at
Okay.
10, line number 10 you have underscore, but line number 11 you don't have camel casing, you have something different there. Okay, so either you
Yes.
double underscore or a camel casing.
Okay.
All right, carry on.
Okay. And then I have just declared these variables here outside the methods, and then I have initialized them here. I have given the base URL, and then in try catch block, I'm just fetching the browser variable from the CMD. So if I have inserted it into the try catch block because it can give null pointer exceptions, and
Okay.
after that I have checked if the browser name is equal to null, then I have assigned a default browser name over here, Chrome,
Mm,
and then okay.
okay. Yeah, bring it in a right line first of all. Okay. B name is null. Okay. Okay, this could be an approach, using try catch, to get it. But what I'm not liking here is line number 21, because when you have an exception, you are saying if there is an exception, I'll not do anything. I mean, I understand the reason behind it,
Okay.
uh, but um but it's better to write something there, right?
Okay.
Just print some message at least.
Okay.
Okay, print some message, do something. I mean, if your exception block is saying don't do anything,
Okay.
not a, it's a code smell, not a good thing to do.
Okay.
Okay, so write something that, okay, some exception has been thrown. And secondly, most importantly, try
Mhm.
not to have a generic exception. It's, again guys, this is not for Stephen, this is for everyone. Try listening to it and raise questions. So line number 21 is catch exception E. That means you are catching a generic exception. So if there is anything else which is wrong with the statement 19, then it will not tell you exactly what is the error, right?
Mhm.
So what, or rather it is catching the wrong exception. You don't want to catch the wrong exception, you want to catch the exception which is expected. So line number 21, you should not write exception E, rather you should be mentioning what is the error, what is the exception which is being thrown if the browser is not sent. So in this case I think the exception which is thrown is null pointer, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Because
write null
actually,
pointer there.
okay,
So you better write the exact exception.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right. And secondly, line number 25 and line number 25 and line number, what is the line number? I can't see really. By the way, the B name equal to Chrome, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
why can't you put this line straight in the catch exception? If you just copy this
Mm-hmm.
and paste it after system.out.println, so there will
Yes.
not be any need for a if block,
Yes. Right.
right? And it's making more sense now. Okay, if you try this and this, and if you write, if there's a null pointer exception, then uh, uh, right, then e dot to string, maybe you can try dot e dot to string, line number 23, line number 23, e dot, do a e dot in the system, yeah, e dot to string, or maybe e dot message. You explore what is the right message for you, what is the right method which will print the exact details of the exception. Okay.
Okay.
uh, got it. So this looks more
Yeah.
cleaner.
Hmm.
Hmm? Okay.
Okay.
Now another thing is, if w driver is null, line
Hmm.
number 26,
Yes.
if it is null,
Hmm.
then you are trying to switch.
Yes, it's like if the WebDriver is equal to null. So first of all, I've initialized it as null by default, and if
Okay.
the and from my script, I'm calling this method. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
if the WebDriver is equal to null, and if it will check what is the browser name. If it's Chrome, then it will initialize the WebDriver over here. WebDriver will new Chrome driver.
Hmm.
If it's Firefox, it will initialize as Firefox, and then it will return the WebDriver.
Okay. All right. See, some mistakes here. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, okay. First of all, W driver is an instance variable,
Hmm.
isn't it?
Yes.
You have declared it
Yes.
at the top,
Yes.
so you don't have to return it
Okay.
because it's already available in the child classes. Why do you want to return it?
Okay. Because I am actually calling the method straight away. Just give me a sec. Like this.
Right. You are using right. Where is the driver?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is this driver?
This is the name
This is
of
the
the
method,
method,
right?
and yeah, and yeah, here it
Right.
is.
But and yeah. So if you want to do this, then don't declare it at line number 12. My
Okay.
argument is, don't
Mhm.
you're mixing the inheritance instance variable with the local variable, not right. So either cut this line from here, line number 11,
Okay.
right, and put it
Uh,
inside at the top, line number 15, line number
okay.
15,
Okay.
right, remove protected.
Okay.
So either you do this will make sure that this is the local variable, and every time you call driver it will return the W driver,
Hmm.
right?
Okay. Hmm. Right.
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 So what I'm trying to explain right now is not to mix up these two things. Okay, so either variable is returning. Now you have a method which is returning an instance variable, which is not entirely wrong, but if you are using base class, is always supposed to be used as a parent class, and no one will be making an object of base class, right? No one will be making or
Yes.
instantiating the base class. If
Hmm.
that is the case, then you don't have to really put it at the top,
Okay.
right? So you see, what I'm trying to teach is, what I'm trying to explain is, there are different approaches to the same thing, but there are
Hmm.
some common practices which should be taken care of.
Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Okay, what else? Carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I've done in base class, and
Okay.
then I've just called this method driver, and I've just executed these two test cases.
Mhm.
Should I run?
I think it won't run because there are errors and all. Because we have made some changes. That's fine. I don't want to see it running. That's fine. I just checking the semantics and syntaxes of it.
I
Find
just have a
elements.
question. Why
Yeah.
this is coming in yellow underline?
Yeah. Okay. So I think you bit joined bit late. I explained this in the beginning. So first of all, yellow is coming because you are not using the imports. If you click on the imports at the top,
Hmm. Okay.
line number three,
Okay.
expand it. Line number three,
Yeah.
right? So two things here. One is line number 12, that you are using the wrong library. So you should be using, remove this line number 12.
Okay.
Okay, and click on that bulb symbol, yeah, and click on org.junit, third one, yeah, this one.
Okay.
So this is the library which you should be using. So this removes the symbol which you're getting as a deprecated. You see line number
Okay.
37, there's no symbol of deprecation there, no straight through line, and it solved it.
Yes. It's
Okay.
yes.
All right. And for you also, Stephen, put it on the GitHub the way I told Manish. You also would have to do the same. Try doing it.
Okay. Right now.
No, no, do it later. We are
Okay.
anyway kind of reaching the end of today's session. It's almost about to be 1.5 hours, right? So it's around 6 minutes left before this meeting also gets over.
Okay.
So